Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back here to VanillaTV. Second part of the CP Key One Night Cup. I don't know what the official name is. I've been looking for the official name, but in honesty, I have no idea what exactly it is. I think Team Colonslash CP Key Cup. I think that is as close to official as I can get it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for joining. It is about 9 p.m. or so, and we've had our first game done just a second ago. Fun fact, in game number 2, the Germans who won for game number 1 are again involved. Skully and me had a little bit of a discussion about it earlier, Skully, and you had a solid point, but I'm right. So let's just go and do this game, shall we?
I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I don't like being told.
Put on the spot on cast, man. That's how it works.
I'm put on the spot in front of 100 people. Oh dear.
We should be alright, shouldn't we? Who's been casted so far is what Jake BX is saying in chat. Is we've been doing IDK.
IDK versus Gold United.
Yeah, but it was IDK. I don't know which team. The team with the Hungarians.
IDK
Diversion or something? Was it Diversion?
Diversion.
There you go.
The Bulgarian.
Yeah, the Bulgarians. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Because we just changed servers or something like that. Yeah.
They reloaded the map. Yeah, they reloaded the map, so
okay,
that's what's happening.
So we're going to have to wait and see. We did get the info posted to us, so obviously we're going to be able to take care of this one. Thanks so much for joining us here. CP Key is the map, and CP Key is a map where me and Skully don't have a lot of knowledge about, but after those first 30 minutes, we've sort of figured out what's up. I think that's one of the sort of key things we can say. Obviously, we're not going to be good enough to sort of play this map in Prem now. But we're figuring it out slowly.
What? I can't play in Prem? Oh, that sucks. No, it's still a crazy map. I mean, I'm loving the mid, and I'm loving the last, and I just can't get my head around second. And we've had this chat while we've been waiting about second. It's...
What can you say about it? Like, okay, for people who are just joining in now, because obviously this is the regular time, I'm going to ask Animal to hover over that second point again. Just kind of look around and show the people what's up, right? We have a very standard middle point, we have a very standard last point. Yeah, they have their tweaks, and yeah, they look good, but second point seems to be where it's at. Throughout this entire game, we had a pre-match interview with Choya, done by Ari. You can read that over at VanillaTV2.org, and in that he very simply said that second point had a little bit of a critique, but it also had a lot of charm around it. Like the players who played on it didn't really seem to figure out exactly if they liked it or not just yet. And I think we're a little bit in the same area, Skully, so far. Can you take us through this second point so far, what we've seen?
We have seen it's hard to defend. Well, if you look where the point, I'm sure that you can see where Animal is. The point is underneath, basically, the building. So there's no chance of it jumping onto the point or jumping into the point. So basically, you've got 3 ways to get to the point if you want to defend it. Above, just hover and jump straight down. You know how the old famous heavy comes from up above, starts spinning, jumps down technique. Something like that, you know, with a soldier. You've got on the side there, you've got a place there that you can come from, which is basically almost close to the last. So they can come out of there out of nowhere. And then the one which is looking very positive right now, which people are using, is the stairs. The stairs there is just... I don't know, it's really... Stairs is aggressive, and aggressive is the way to play.
You know what the thing is about stairs? I think I figured it out. On any other map, stairs would be a good place to hold. In this scenario, right? Like, it's close to the point, it's in a choke point, it's in a choke area, easy to defend, hard to uber through and force the enemy medic. It makes perfect sense on any other map to force this. But say, I'm hovering my camera halfway through the stairs at the moment, with the door to my left, and I'm sort of looking at the area to CP2, right? Look at how much space there is. If you go through these doors on the left and to the top, look at how much space there is for the enemy to sort of spam you out. Look at how much space there is in order to get to the enemy without actually going over the point, right? There's so much space, there's so much flanking room that it is very, very tough to actually hold an Uber there for long and deal with it properly, while the enemy, all they have to do is force and then drop out. And look what a massive spreading area they have. If you go a little bit back from an attacking point of view, there's like a crate you can jump on, a stupid pillar flying in the midair you can jump on. You know, there's a lot of stuff where you can get to spread around and let that enemy Uber be less effective. So it's a little bit of an area I think teams are going to have to start defending from top and from stairs. I think that is the first thing teams need to do. And secondly, I think they need to recuperate defending in between those two doors, of which one leads to the beach and the other one leads to the point, Skully. I think that would be a good idea. If teams start defending on the bottom, to the left side of the point. I think that might be... We haven't seen either of... We haven't seen, in the previous match, we haven't seen either of those teams do it. But I think that might be a good place, because there's a map pack there as well, right? Like, there's a map pack right there that you can use. It's 100 extra health, basically.
And an ammo pack.
And an ammo
Don't
pack.
forget the ammo pack as well,
Yep.
so you've got the spam ability as well. One thing I forgot to notice, and when Animal was going over it on the stream, from middle to second, like where Mr. Guilty's just come from, there's no like skybox separating it. You know how in some maps you've got a skybox. There's no skybox, so there's nothing stopping him jumping from where it says Redstone Cargo. A soldier jumping on that little crate there, jumping up, and then just popping a few rockets over the wall. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Yeah, I have noticed that. I was speaking to the guys from Team Colonslash earlier, who know the map a little bit better than I do, and they said very clearly, as a demo man, if you put 2 stickies to the side of the second point, as in not on the second point, but like at the beach area, you can jump to the enemy beach area. So you can just completely ignore the third point. You can completely ignore middle. You can jump from one side to the other, no problem whatsoever. The same way you can on Badlands and Gullywash, right? And because the middle is so stretched out, that is not something you'd want to do because you're completely disconnected. But when you think about pushing and when you think about forcing an Uber or something like that, it can be pretty sick if teams do that. I'm looking forward to see Dangleman going completely balls deep, because what you can do, obviously, is if there's a demo going beach, basically, if there's an enemy demo going beach and you're going beach, and you get a full buff from your medic, you can double sticky jump onto their demo and just fight. That would be pretty sick, right? Like, it's a little bit of a sort of brainstorm thing. We're going to do this all night long, by the way, guys. This is not... Because this is a map both me and Skully have not played yet. We've walked around on it, and we casted a game on this before. But it's a map no one really knows a lot about just yet, apart from Choya, the creator, for anyone who was wondering. So it's a map where we can brainstorm a lot, Skully. I like brainstorming. I love tactics. I love the whole idea behind brainstorming about things. So I don't mind this whatsoever. But
I love it.
There's so many things you can do. I love it. It's just awesome.
Why did we never play in a team together? Our minds together would be the awesome combination below divisions. We would rule Division 4!
Hey, I did play higher than Div 4. So, yeah. Also,
I technically was a backup in a Div 3 team.
Can I tell you, if you go from CP2 towards middle over the right side, bottom right side, you know there's a pink bar sign?
Yes.
Right, so apart from the area called Beach, there's also an area called Gay Bar. Can I tell you where it is?
You haven't called it that already.
Apparently, this corner, people, and Team Colonslash told me this because they played this map from time to time. Apparently, at this corner of the map, with like the small health pack and the small ammo pack with the neon bar sign, is called Gay Bar. Which is hilarious. Like, to be fair, like, it's not offensive or anything, guys. I hope you don't take it that way. It's just funny.
Animal, can you find it? I'm watching the stream. Animal's gone past it. I'm watching the stream and Animal went past the gay bar. Maybe right. Problem is, I'm like watching his stream. If he goes through that, right? If he goes, no, is he looking for the gay bar? He isn't. Oh, we do apologise.
This is fine. Don't worry about it.
Trying to tell somebody what to do, and it's like a 5-second delay on the stream.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
I wish I could tell it.
Animal saying he is looking for it. He has no idea where it is. Animal, go to the second point. Hover over the second point, Animal. And then from the right-hand side, walk towards that arrow, that red or blue arrow that you can see. And then go through the lower area. There's a bar sign, either pink or white. And you'll find it. And I hope Animal's going to tell me that he found it. Because it's basically this area... You don't see this area get used yet. Animal saying that he found it, so people have found the gay bar area. Apparently, we've seen a couple of teams running to middle through that area, but we've also seen a couple of teams actually pushing from 2 to 3 through that area because the distance to the enemy team from the gay bar area is closer than if you go from beach, which makes perfect sense, right?
So, I'd love to see Chris Creed. Can we see some Chris Creed this game, please?
Okay, this is the thing. Fenneks beat a team that was supposedly going to be better than them in the first round.
5-4.
5-4, and it was really close. It wasn't Golden Cap, was it? Did you check?
Was not Golden Cap.
Alright. So, the Fenneks guys, they've played a 5-4 game. We just costed a 2-0 game, won by the Germans that you can see here in the red. What does Fenneks have? They've played this map 9 rounds already in 30 minutes. Like, they must have figured out middle strategy better than the Germans have, right? Like, that would make perfect sense in my head. So we'll have to wait and see. Plugins are unloaded, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go live here over at VanillaTV. As always, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for joining. As we're going to have this game going up. Fenneks eSports, as they officially are called, in the blue, going up against Girls United, a German team, both sort of surfacing around Division 4 level. But don't be surprised, because they're playing at a very high Division 4 level, with teams reaching the middle point. Look at how fast that blue Devilman is. Look at that. Going into the middle here with plenty of Skully casting in the CP Key One Night Cup, hosted by Team Colonslash and ETF2.org.
Ram, yes, take it down. He went for the aggression and got air-shotted and then denied at the same time. There's a scout going straight down for the ninja, and he does take it down. Dave with the aggression again. The scout aggression is working well. He takes down Rain as well. There's a double kill for Dave, and there's no one else left for Fenneks. Mr. Guilty, the demo man for Fenneks. I watched his rollout. And you know that high door, that high window we were talking about at last? He went through there, and even though he hit the wall, he still got there really fast. That is the fast way by the looks of it.
Yeah, it's the blue Devilman got there, Mr. Guilty. He got there about half a million light years ahead of, or obviously light years is distance. I probably shouldn't say that, but Germans are going to be pushing. Coming in from that right-hand side, Uber comes in. We've seen them do this in the first round. They're going to do this again, and look at Fenneks. They seem to have figured it out. They're leaving their Devilman on the top side. But what that does leave, obviously, it gives, and this is the thing, Skully, when you do exactly what you're supposed to do, the enemy team can anticipate on it and figure it out for themselves. And this is something that Girls United, they did not start this way, they did last time. But they managed to pick up the 1-0 scoreline, which they did do last time. And look at how fast the blue Devilman is. Let's have a look at this. He runs into the middle. There comes Sonny. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Sonny and Mr. Guilty hitting the middle at about same health, same sort of time. At about the same time, we see a blue soldier jumping in very first. Look at that blue soldier. Lamptown, we're doing a very good job jumping into there, putting everyone in the corner, giving Mr. Guilty the space he needs. Here comes the roaming soldier, though. Smeg gets the damage. Dave gets the damage. Sonny now comes in. Well played by Fenneks so far. Can they manage to hold on to this one, though? It's 3 versus 3. Vladdy goes down. Devilman is still alive. Mr. Guilty is going to have to do his job as Delgin is trying as much as possible to get the players down. And Mr. Guilty kills Ben. Delgin goes down to the Wrath of Sonny Black, who's 7 HP in total. And now the tides have turned. 1-0 in favor of the Germans. But in this time, I'm actually right when saying the Bulgarians. They're going to move on to this one.
Oh god, we got that right finally. I'm just going to see how they're going to play, because it's kind of like a reverse gully wash where instead of the big door and the small door, you've got the choke and the beach, but people want to go through the beach area. It looks like the way that people really want to just jump through. Are they going to jump? Are they going to send a soldier up there? No, they're not. They're just going to now run around, and they've lost Guilty straight away. They committed too early, and there goes Guilty straight away.
Yeah, well played by them so far. Fenneks doing an alright job. It is 5 versus 5. Soldier comes in, gets Vladdy down. And Lampta, we saw the screenshot from earlier, 22-23. That guys know how to find his frags on the medic. Here comes the suicide, though. Barely. The 11th Ninja is going to be able to get out of that one. Now he's going to be under a lot of pressure. He is forced to Uber. Lost the soldier, lost the scout. Still going to be fine, though. 4 versus 3. With the 3 not even having a medic there to heal up. But we spoke about this before. The second point is an enigma. That is probably the best way you can call it. Here comes the Scout Seeker. Gets 1 pick off the Delgin. Now going to try. Gets 2. Gets 3. And the German Scouts goes absolutely massive as his partner Dave gets 4.
Seeker by name, Seeker by nature. And there was no real way he should have been there. I understand if you're going for a med pick, but they then committed both scouts there. Really risk reward. Can a times 6 beat a times 2? Can a times 7 beat a times 2? Well, a times 7 can beat a times 2, and it doesn't! because it's been blocked and they're going to go straight to the end. Who is that scout counting? It's Fenneks. He can't 1v1 the soldiers, surely not. Can he 1v1 Ben? I think he's given up the ghost straight away. He has as well, but then this means that Fenneks on the back foot. There goes Guilty, there goes Vladdy. And they do cap it back, but at what cost? They were looking at having second at mid there, and they had to come back, so...
Look at the pressure from the Bulgarians here, Skully. They're already moving into last. They're not going to waste any time here. And based on their 5-4 that they got, obviously, in the earlier round, they're doing a very good job here. Going to probably be able to cap this one off. There are a couple of Germans spawning, though. They might be able to hold off for the time being. But there's 5 Bulgarians storming through to this last point. Delgin trying as much as he can to get some players down. Now gets the medic. Medic tries to get some souls in. But here comes the demo. Mr. Guilty gets 1, gets 2, and is going to be able to win them the point. 1-all's the scoreline, ladies and gentlemen. And the one thing that I want to point out, that Carnifex, that scout, he is one heck of an aimer, Skully. I've played a buttload of pickups against him recently. He is one heck of an aimer. He's tough to kill, and he's very good. And what he did there, he did not go to last. He dropped back and got the damage done onto the medic and decided to take him out on second point. Brilliant decision-making and brilliant aim. It's going to be a scout to be reckoned with.
Scouts exactly on this type of map, but it's a new map. The scouts are always a force to be reckoned with. That's how it usually plays on new maps, so I've always found. Now that what a Girls Unite do, they went for a different route this time. They went through with the conventional choke, as I call it. Did not work as they got pressured out straight away by Mr. Guilty. Mr. Guilty's having a really good game as demo man, I've got to say this. And look how quick they are. They only wiped out 4 of the 6 players, and they're already capping second. This is some really fast speed there, and now they're going to be able to set up with full Uber against absolutely nothing there on Vladdy. They can set up and maybe go straight. Yeah, here they go straight in already. Here comes the Uber. They're going to focus out a few frags. 1 frag, 2 frags if they can. Ben's really low. Sonny Black's low. They lose Dave. They have taken down Lamb. That's okay. They're going to put a scout on there, but the sticky spam there from Sonny Black, really helpful there. They are going to hold this if they can just hold on for a little bit longer. 1 scout harassing the medic. Vladdy finally goes down to Delgin, and there goes Carnifex, and the scouts just clean up. And see what I mean? These new maps, I've always said it, these new maps are scout heaven. Like when I play a new map, when Slanewater first came out, people are like, I don't like it, I don't like it. And I'm like, I like it.
Yeah.
Of course I like it. I'm a scout.
Yeah, scouts are always sort of the backbone of new maps. They love playing that way because it's a lot of roaming space, right? Not everyone knows exactly what they're doing just yet. Carnifex and Delgin picking up 2 frags each, I think, onto that last point. Very well played by them. 4th middle now is going to go live so far 2-1 in favor of Fenneks, and that's also exactly the scores what happened on middle so far. Vladdy goes down. Great bomb there from Lamsa once again. And he seems to be finding the medics no problem here today. Won the first round, did a very good job there. And now in the second round doing a good job against Girls United, who need to sort of find their way around the map first. But they're not out of this one yet, Skully.
But who set up that mid for them? Mr. Guilty again with another fast rollout. You cannot forget that guy. Playing really well, we're just able to deny. Yet again, it is the standard mid. If your demo man gets there first and gets a bit of damage off, he's harassed. Look at the scout. Wow. Look at Dave. Dave just saw right above the medic was Dave. Oh, that was a bit of a problem there for the 11th Ninja, but they do survive. Sticky spam. They're going to make the force. Here comes the force. It's an Uber charge, but they're not prepared. And the Pyro Hat has pushed them so far back, they're not even through to the last point. This is fantastic for Girls United right now. They'll be able to rehold this. No,
no way in hell, Skully. Whilst the Pyro was pushing them back, they got quite a bit of damage done on them. And so much damage that in the end, Rain, specifically Rain, was able to do so much damage by himself by just shotgunning as much as possible. And really, the one thing that I'm noticing, and the one thing that we missed last game, is that Fenneks are using the high ground as much as possible. They love jumping up top. They love jumping behind the point, because behind the point there's this sort of ceiling area which you can walk on. A little bit of like a fence-alike sort of area that you can jump on. It's very weird, but Fenneks seem to be using this to their advantage. Here we go, though. This middle's going to go live. 5th middle so far. 3-1 in favor of Fenneks. Can Girls United bring it back?
Let's see, because there goes Lamb trying to go for another bomb. Nice little in-air shot there from Rain. I said in-air, not air. Brilliant. Rain's going aggressive, and there goes Guilty with a double on Sonny and Black. Guilty of the triple there on Smeg, and there comes the scouts to clean it up. I mean, the aggression there came from Girls United. And they went aggressive. They went for a double soldier bomb. Both soldiers didn't get the jumps off properly. And that is the point. It's such an open middle. We touched on this earlier. It's an open middle. And like I said, whichever medic's going to play chicken first is going to die from the soldier bomb. And that is what's happening. Like, Fenneks are getting there fast, and it's allowing, well, I'm calling him Lamb because I can't really pronounce his name, I'm not even going to attempt it. Lamb can get there and bomb the medic so quickly.
Let's see, so for Sticky's almost actually getting the job done there, as Fenneks going to try and move on to last. Obviously the sort of back cap is happening. Can they block that? Yes they can, as they've got shut down by the scout duo coming from Bulgaria. They're deadly so far, those two, Delgin and Carnifex. Now moving into last, Uber gets popped off, 6 versus 5, Vladdy not even close. He's going to have to hit double saws or something like that, and the Germans are going to need a miracle. They're going to lose out on that one. Well played by the Bulgarians, going to get the damage done, gonna get the frags done, and in the end they're gonna get the point done as well. 4-1 so far, and sort of out of nowhere, after that 1-0, after that 1-1, it was reasonably even all the time, but now it's sort of shifted into next gear, and it looks like Fenneks has just figured it out, and Girls United, they have no idea what's happening to them.
Looking at Guilty's rollouts, there he goes again, brilliant rollout. Look, he's on the point, he's capping the point, that's how fast he is. Like, he's got that rollout nailed down to a T, and it's brilliant. And here comes the Soldier. Now they're fighting on that high ground. That's the first time we've seen him. Soldier bomb comes again, doesn't get anything, but Dave does go down on the other side. So, scout for a Soldier. Good trade-off? Maybe, maybe not. Need to do something with it. And there goes Guilty, picking up 2 again. Guilty, basically he picks off where Lamb just leaves it, and then the scouts come in. This is really nice play from Fenneks. I mean, you look at it, and like I said, Lamb comes in for the aggression. If Lamb dies, that's fine. Mr. Guilty comes in and puts some sticky spam down. And while that's happening, the scouts are able to come around, flank around, and takes it. Brilliant play. They've got it figured out, like we said. And this second, you know that back cap we had? I was looking at the second and thinking, it's too close together. You can't really back cap on this second. Let's be honest. I mean, the back caps, yeah, they're good. But look how close you are from second to last. It's an impossible, especially being it's a flat point, you can't really do any much in terms of backcapping on this map.
Let's have a look here as the Uber gets popped off. Vladdy getting completely caught off guard here in this choke area. Gonna get completely ruffled. It's not even gonna be close here at this moment in time. Pyro tries to hold on as much as possible. And unless Smeg can get perma crits and absolutely everything, this point is gonna go to Fenneks as well. And I think the middles are gonna be dependent. Smeg and Ben, they need to do something. They need to do something. The soldiers for the Germans, they need to get stuff done. And so far, they're really the ones who are having a very rough time against this Fenneks team. They get shut down in midair by scouts. They're trying to jump, or they're not trying to jump. They can't seem to figure it out. And let's have a look if they can do it this time around, though. Ben is going to now hit that 300. Not even going to hit the 300. Smeg goes down. And Lamta, he's probably going to hit there in a little bit. And we'll see exactly what's going to happen. Looks like Fenneks closing up reasonably well here. Skully players left and right going to go down, and Carnifex and Delgin seem to be closing up here. Seeker on his own now, going to try and do as much as possible. Look at that, the 11 Ninja. I think he died 3 times this map so far. He's been doing a very good job of staying alive and hitting those Ubers absolutely spot on. Well played to him.
No one's going to be outscored by his scouts. 11 Ninja on 45, Delgin 44, and Carnifex on 43. Like, that just proves how effective these scouts have been all game. Finally pops an Uber, great Uber management there. It was on, what, 30 health, and does pop it. They gotta pop this now. Are they gonna be able to do anything with this? They get Sonic Black. And finally the 11 Ninja dies for like the 3rd or 4th time.
Yeah.
And they want to go for this. They want to go for this because they know they don't have the Uber. So they're gonna give this a go right now. Take down Vladdy again, and there goes Ben. And this is gonna be it. It's gonna be 6-1, and that should be the GG.
A very dominating performance there by Fenneks. Sort of shaky in the first couple of minutes, but as soon as they figured it out, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Quick game here today, as we have 13 minutes, and it's already the game is left. People are leaving, and Fenneks is going to take this one home. They earned themselves a spot in the semi-finals already, as there's only 4 teams left after this round. Very well played by Fenneks, beating Girls United here. The Blues are winning over the Reds, and here at VanillaTV we're going to take a little bit of a break, and when we come back, we'll be back with the next round. It might take a while, obviously, because this round went very, very, very quickly, but we'll have to wait and see exactly what's going to happen. Thanks so much for joining us here at VanillaTV. Pledge and Skully on the cast, Adam on the stream, and obviously VanillaTV as the organisation which does everything Team Fortress 2, including this Key Cup. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back after this and a little bit of a short break.